We were on our way to France with the legendary Snowfest team. Our main boy Andrei just drove a whole-nighter and was just about to add a one-day Venice visit to his schedule, only to receive a work call first thing in the morning. Sleep is overrated anyway. Well, we parked the car in an underground parking spot and started our quest. This is gonna be a walking tour through Venice where I'm gonna say something from time to time, but mostly you're gonna see a wobbly screen cause my camera skills are less than average at best. So sit back, relax your jaw and enjoy. We were just passing one of our first bridges that day, and in my mind I was like, hold up, we gotta capture this magical moment. The water, the light, the boats, it's pure Venice. But then my sensible side chimed in like a buzzkill at the party saying,
dude, chill, you don't wanna blow your load too early.
Venice has an absurd amount of bridges, but eventually I had to throw in the towel and stop recording because damn bridges were draining my battery faster than a thirsty toddler with a juice box. There were an unusual large amount of shops that were selling masks like for some kind of weird fetish party. I just recently had to Google why and ChatGPT literally said, because as we all know, Venetians are serious about their partying, and what's a party without some fabulous masks to add a little mystery and intrigue? So it really is a weird fetish thing. Goddamn Venetians. ChatGPT also added, so if you're in Venice, don't be shy, get yourself a mask and join the party. Sounds a lot like something a creepy old dude would say to a 20 and something year old chick. Anyway, some of the masks really are fabulous. Obviously, being in Venice, we faced the same question as every other tourist there. Should we board a gondola and let a guy with a funny hat and a stick push us on modified wooden planks over the water? Lucky for us, the unfazed, bored and sometimes even ashamed faces of most of the tourists in the gondolas answered our question. Why ashamed, you ask? Well, when passing under a more popular bridge with hundreds of tourists with phones and cameras on it, you become somewhat of a tourist attraction yourself. Some just can't handle the fame. Another thing I noticed was that a lot of people were dressed very different than I was. While I was rocking my snowboard jacket, for more than one practical reason mind you, some of the locals were dressed in a manner that could land them a spot on a telenovela. Maybe it's in the ice cream. They have delicious ice cream. There is this one spot where two houses are connected and you can see it from, guess where? Yeah, a bridge that has some kind of historical relevance. And all these guys' super cool paintings were about that. The problem is, there are two of these connections that look really similar and are really close by. So, yeah. The idea is, I never found out which is the spot, and I intend to leave it this way. Never uncover all the mystery. One of the things I noticed while walking on the streets of Venice was that there were no cars and, more importantly, no cyclists pedaling down the alleys like they are training for Tour de France. Sometimes in Venice, when you obviously have no idea where the flying pizza you are, cause there are hundreds of thousands of narrow ways, you sometimes reach a dead end for pedestrians. If only I brought my boat. And sometimes you find a little gem. Like this time, when I learned that the package your new GPU arrives in does not only have to be tethered, oh no, it can also come with a unique fragrance of fish and some free cups of water, after you squeeze it out of your cardboard yourself. But these guys look like professionals, so no need to worry. You know that moment when you store your books outside between the window bars and let them there to rot? That's why this is funny. It gets even funnier if you skip a night's sleep. At some point, a debate started in our group about how they built Venice. Was the water already there, or was the place flooded at some point in history after it was built? Of course, both sides raised several questions. If the water was already there, then why would somebody decide to build a city on exactly that spot? On the other hand, how can an entire city get flooded and the people be like, ah, darn it, now we have to use boats, but whatever, the weather's nice here. The actual history is actually pretty impressive. Venice was built on around 100 small islands by inhabitants of a Roman city. They had to flee from the original city to escape the barbarian invasion. The foundation of the city is supported by a network of over 100,000 wooden pilings that were driven into the soft mud at the bottom of the lagoon. These pilings have remained intact for centuries and have helped to keep the city from sinking. The city's unique architecture and canals were also created over time as Venetian architects and engineers developed new techniques for building on water. In short, the water was already there. There were some islands and some people in dire need of refuge and protection. Fast forward time, technology and money, tada! Venice. This is a grocery store in what was a church? A theater? No idea, but looks pretty dope. So yeah, this was a little different, hope you enjoyed it. Beep off.